How's it hanging, guys? Aaron from PhoneDog.com here, and you know, the HTC HD7 was one of the most popular Windows Phone devices on T-Mobile and across the board, really. Great slab device, a big 4.3-inch display, fast processor, good-looking body, thin, and most importantly, it was made by HTC, which is a popular smartphone maker in a lot of consumers' minds. Well, they're at it again. The HTC HD7S is available on AT&T. So not only can you get this on AT&T now, but this one brings a new element into the game. It has a Super LCD, so better display than the original HD7, but otherwise specs are pretty unchanged. 1 GHz Snapdragon processor, 5 megapixel camera, and of course that's still at 4.3-inch display even if it is a Super LCD. Is this a phone for you? On AT&T, should you go with something like the LG Quantum, HTC Surround, or something else? We'll find out that and more in the unboxing. First, special thanks to our friends at Best Buy, hooking us up with a ton of smartphones. That's super awesome because we give them to you in our One Paw Bandit game. So when you walk into Best Buy Mobile, you don't have to pay rebates. You walk out the door paying $199, $249, whatever. You don't have to deal with messy paperwork, waiting 8 to 10 weeks, all that jazz. You get the phone and you pay the non-rebate price. Enough of that, let's try this out. HTC HD7S. Is this the Windows Phone device for you? Let's go figure it out. If you like the HD7, but you're like, oh man, it doesn't come on AT&T just yet, well, you're in luck because now it does. Here it is, HTC HD7S. Now the difference between the 7S and the original 7, one thing, that Super LCD display. They've really improved on the display, made it much better, and it's available at AT&T now for $199.99. Now outside of the Super LCD, there's really no difference. 1 GHz Snapdragon processor, 16 gigabytes of built-in storage, 4.5 hours talk time. I believe it's a 1200 or 1300 milliamp hour battery. We'll double check on that when we get it out of the box. But Windows Phone 7, 5 megapixel camera, with autofocus and video and more. So I'll spare you package content, smartphone, battery, AC charger, sync cable, and headphones. Tell you what, we'll just look and we'll find out for ourselves. HTC HD7S Quick Start, connect to Wi-Fi at no additional charge with those AT&T Wi-Fi hotspots. UVerse mobile application on your Windows Phone as well for customers. So up here you can see, welcome to AT&T, thank you for purchasing, you're welcome, I didn't buy it. Special thanks to our friends at AT&T. They hooked us up with a review unit. As always, we're very appreciative of them. Texting and driving, it can wait, absolutely. It can. I've seen several wrecks as a result of that. And you can see here, the color scheme's a little different versus the T-Mobile version. You have yellow back here in the back now. Ferrari yellow is a close PR friend once referred to it as Ferrari yellow. Looks good to me. You can see same design otherwise, with the exception of that display and an AT&T logo up in the top right-hand corner. But just to refresh your memory, volume rocker over here, camera shortcut button, nothing on the left, power up top, and then 3.5mm headphone jack and micro USB charging port on the bottom. Now while that's powering up, go ahead and see what comes in the box. If I could talk today, that would be beneficial. Let's see here. Got some earbuds, and these are a little bit different. I always like to pull them out because they vary depending on which HTC device you're unboxing, but a little bit different there. Still pretty basic with some extra pads there. So we can see AC adapter here, and it's a standard AC adapter that comes with things like the Evo and the Evo Shift. Then of course, same HTC USB cable that comes with all the other HTC devices. So nothing too exciting there, but you'll see, I don't know if you really can tell on the camera, but I mean the Super LCD is noticeable when comparing it to the original HD7. It looks much better. The black is very, very black in the background. The blue just lights up and pops, and you can see pre-installed AT&T stuff like Family Map, My Wireless, Navigator, Radio, UVerse Mobile, let's see here, Office, typical stuff, Office, Xbox Live, HTC Hub, which really, you know, is HTC Sense, since HTC Sense can't be pre-installed on the Windows Phone devices in the manner in which it used to be on Windows Mobile. But otherwise, you know, pretty similar here. Same 4.3-inch display. Let's go in here and take a look. Let's do the Quick Brown Fox just to make it fun. The Quick Brown Fox is ready for a nap. Ready, got a nap. And you can't, like I said, you may not be able to tell in the camera, but let me see if I can get it up close where you can at least get an idea. I mean, the color on the display is noticeably different. It's much better. And when looking at this versus any of the other Windows Phone 7 devices without, you know, a Super LCD or anything like that, it's a noticeable change. So other than that, you know, it's exactly the same. You can use it in portrait or in landscape, but just can't get over how pretty that display is. It really is a nice feature. So it's nice to see that they put it on there. Now this kind of makes you wonder, are they going to go back to the T-Mobile version and do a 7S for T-Mobile, or is this exclusive to AT&T? Well, If I could answer that for you, those type of psychic questions, I would probably have a lot of money. But you can see, pinch to zoom, still very fast in the browser, but just a good looking display, and overall very pleased with it. 5 megapixel camera on the back, you've got that kickstand back here, and then while I'm thinking about it, let's check the battery and see how big the battery is. We've got a, just to make sure here, it is not telling, oh there it is, 1,230 milliamp hour battery. So it's only 1,230 milliamps, that's right up there with the Inspire 4G and the original HD7S. So keep that in mind, that battery life's not going to be the best in the world. With anything more than light to moderate use, you're probably going to have to charge at least once throughout the day. Now another thing that I had an issue with on the HD7, and I'm already seeing it on this one, I had it on the Inspire as well, as HTC started this trend where they placed the power button really close, almost flush with the body. You can see, I mean, it's just barely sticking out. And over time, I noticed that, you know, while using the HD7, the button felt like it was kind of recessing itself back down into the body. Now I just pulled this out of the box, and I can already tell this one's kind of rough and kind of hard to use, and that button's still kind of hard to push, and I can already tell it's going to take me 1 or 2 times when I just pull it up off the desk to turn off. Seems okay at the moment, but I know with the HD7 I'd have to press it once or twice, and I can already tell that's going to be a trend on this one. So something to keep in mind, if you do go check it out in store, take a look at that power button, see if it's something you can handle, or if it's something that would frustrate you. I'd recommend going with another device. But overall, it's great to see this device on AT&T. Always like this Windows Phone, and having that big display is a huge plus. And hey, it's more choice for you. So you have, now you have the Focus, you have this, so 4.3 inches, 4 inches, 3.8 on the Surround, and 3.5 on the Quantum. So a wide range of opportunities. It's up to you as to which Windows Phone 7 device you like the most. But always good to have choice. Much more coverage to come on the HTC HD7S on PhoneDog.com. Dogfights, reviews, first impressions, and more. In the meantime, be sure to like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/PhoneDog. We're giving away a bunch of iPads, smartphones, and more as part of our colossal iPad 2 and smartphone sweepstakes. Be sure to follow me on Twitter as well, PhoneDog_Aaron, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/PhoneDogAB. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.